So you're not going back to a new Milo Murphy's Law review, and if you haven't last one, go and check it out. And we're back with the next two episodes of season 2 of Milo Murphy's Law. And we start with another good one, and yeah, it starts with this thing in space going towards Earth and goes down into the sewer. And then we see Elliot just doing his usual cross guard doing, and sees this duck, and yeah, just giving this angry face towards Elliot, like they've been encountered before. And yeah, him just saying that they can't do football or baby throwing because Milo's involved or around. And yeah, football players tackle him, and yeah, we see Cavendish and Dakota just doing stuff in the sewers, and yeah, see that I cannot remember his name, but that guy that lives in the sewer. We say with that same hat that Cavendish has, and they find an object, which apparently seemingly what looks like that we saw at the beginning that crashed through into Earth. Yeah, it's making them levitate as well, and yeah, Milo going over to Elliot, and of course Elliot telling him to do a secondary job that he has, and that's by doing a dog walker. And yeah, before he gets crushed by his bed, he's like, "Huh, Milo was around and nothing even happened." And yeah, Milo going to get different dogs, and yeah, this seems like it's going to be really good for him, I would say. And yeah, the OG wanting to go for a walk too, and this little female poodle, is in love with the OG. And yeah, of course, the dogs get cut off their laces, so he's having to go and find these different clues to lead to the different dogs, and getting them all back by different various things. And yeah, making them to the dog park. And yeah, Cavendish and Dakota still trying to get that levitation. Looks like a meteor a little bit, and yeah, having to call their boss just to try to tell them what they found. And yeah, they're playing some more baseball, and they're saying of how it's great to not have Elliot saying about telling them that they can't do this. Then they get a text from Milo, and yeah, they missed the baseball, and it goes and gets sprayed and rolls down out of this building, and then under Milo, which again, he doesn't see how anything can go wrong. And yeah, we see this guy lifting this boulder, and this ends up rolling, and then going down into this hole, which yeah, Cavendish and Dakota are in, and still trying to get the artifact, which then Milo's trying to help them, and yeah, even pulling them, which of course they grabbed the wrong thing. Yeah, they grabbed the baseball. They grabbed the baseball that was spray painted, and not the artifact, which yeah, then it just flies back up to space. And yeah, of course their boss just gets a good laugh of yeah, them just doing a baseball instead of just that artifact that they found. And yeah, Milo telling Elliot that he managed to do his job and he's still keeping it. And yeah, he's actually thanks Milo. And yeah, we see that duck that comes back and attacks Elliot. Then we see that female poodle just looking out at the door or out the window and seeing the OG, and he just winks, and the female poodle just passes or faints. But yeah, really good episode. And then we go to the next one, which is another good one, and it starts with Milo in the attic and finds this thing glowing and it's actually a boombox. And yeah, finds this tape, music tape, and of course his parents are freaking out that he found the boombox. And you know what I always think of when it comes to boomboxes? I'm just saying, it always comes for me to think about on that. But yeah, after having some laughs about my with Milo, Milo, his grandpa, and his dad are going out on this Milo routine that they do to try to make Milo a man. To try to make Milo a man. And yeah, they're driving while we see the girls, the mom, Sarah, and their grandma just relaxing and wondering if they want to go out to town. And yeah, we actually see Doofenshmirtz, and he says if he wants to he wants to join them. And yeah, they get a flat tire, so they're having to walk the rest of the way. And of course, the spare tire ends up going away. And yeah, of course, Doofenshmirtz ain't so sure about all this art, and even this funny looking art too. Which then he finds this nader in his jacket, and yeah, accidentally suits it and makes these statues and different things come to life. And then yeah, we get a joke animator like joke, and yeah, we see that these two government agency people are next to this cage with something that actually released from it in this cage. And yeah, the map is on fire, and then the backpack is on fire. So then we see something grab this raccoon as well. And yeah, Milo's grandpa is supposed to be disguising himself as or Milo Murphy's or Murphy spirit for Milo to stop. But yeah, the Nader is still going. Well, Doofenshmirtz is trying to stop it, but just making things worse. And yeah, they're just talking about the whole spirit, Murphy's spirit, and waiting for the grandpa to come out, which he ends up making the costume fly. And yeah, we see that bear that's a cyborg as well. And yeah, all these different things at the museum is just going crazy, and the grandma is absolutely crazy because she manages to absolutely stop them. And yeah, the grandpa manages to go back, and of course they hear attacking. But yeah, it was just Yoji. We thought it was the bear, but then we see this target locked that the bear is about to get Milo. Then it gets sprayed, and then falls into this oil sinkhole. Yeah, well, Milo, his grandpa, Dog, and his dad are just singing. But yeah, really good episodes. I'd like to know what you think. Let me comment section below. Continue.